Good afternoon, Nighthawks. Hey, I want to go through a few things with you. There's been a lot of questions asked, and a lot of the questions could be answered if you were reading the announcements and watching the videos. I know it happens. I was an online student too, and there were times when I was absolutely overwhelmed by announcements. But unfortunately, that's the only way I can communicate with you in the course. So let's start talking about the group project. So the group project, first of all, do not stress on the group project. You are individually graded, but you will work as a group. And I've got a couple of dates written down here in the announcements. One is January 28th, so I'm going to scroll down to January 28th. Maybe. Like Dr. H, how come you weren't more prepared? And now I would have to come back to you, as that's a great question. Well, let's start here. So here's one from January 19th. These are the groups that you were assigned, and I went ahead and assigned everyone into groups. These are the attachments, rubric, project guidelines, team presentation rating sheet. You're going to use the documents that I provide. So if when you did team roles, if you uploaded your own, you need to go back and redo that. Um, and there's a reason for it, and we'll cover that later in the semester. Midterm review. You have a midterm next week. It opens Monday at 12:01 a.m. It closes Thursday at noon. Noon, not 1 p.m., not 10 p.m., but noon. 1 minute after 11:59 a.m. So make sure you're on top of that. So I'm still scrolling. I'm still looking. It's here. Oh, I'm on the wrong page. Maybe. Bear with me, bear with me. We'll go back to having Zooms on Wednesday nights. I'll try to roll those around to different dates from time to time. Here we go. So January 28th, I give a detailed video on the expectations, and here are all the documents that you should be using. If you use anything outside this, you're wrong. If you want to use the UNG PowerPoint template, I will upload that for you or send that email that to you. Um, but this is everything you need. This is an example of a presentation that was very well done. We've got guidelines, the team presentation rating sheet. Once you complete and turn in your group project, you're going to turn this in and you are going to email that to me. You're not going to upload it. You're going to email that to me. That is the only thing that you are not going to upload into your group files. That is the only thing. Let's keep going here. A couple other things I wanted to cover. Um, Hopefully you see this. I put this every Monday and it shows you everything that is due. Now, this does not include the group project except for the final, when you turn in the final submission. There are dates on the group project that are in the document. So you need to be aware of that. And that means you actually have to open the documents and read them. But every Monday, you'll see this and it'll show you what's due from that day to the end of the semester. And I did this every Monday. The Zoom link for today and Wednesday both, in case you can jump onto that. Let's keep looking. My apologies. I've preloaded a lot of announcements, not all the announcements, but I want to make sure you understand academic integrity. I cannot accept a an assignment that's 100% AI. I will not accept it. I cannot accept it unless it's a green light assignment. And you're only going to have one green light assignment, and that's going to be the PowerPoint for your presentation. Um, so just to let you know, and I check the assignments with the tool given to us by the university to turn it in, and then I check that against two other of my own in case the percentages come back high. Uh, there is a video, I believe it's either January 10th or January 19th, so that's what I'm looking for, that explains. Here's one on February 3rd, uh, but it explains discussions and assignments. It's right, here's one, January 19th, and I've been pretty easy when it comes to, and then here's the other one, January 10th. So you have two videos there, and they go into detail on assignments and quizzes. And so the reason I want you to make sure you're going in and looking at those, I've been pretty easy on grading, but that's not going to be the case moving forward. And the reason being is you have to learn how to professionally communicate. You have to learn how to professionally write. The top five reasons in complaints, so the top five complaints that employers have of hiring new college graduates, and the top five reasons that they are dismissed within the 90-day window. Number one is an inability to communicate. And that somewhat makes sense due to our text message society, but we have to overcome that. Um, Number two is an inability to write professionally. And I see that. I see that in your writing. You have to remember we're not in high school anymore. We are in college and we're learning to be professionals. And so I want you to take your writing a little more serious. Um, I want you to be who stands out amongst your peers when you do get that job. I want you to be the standard. And the way to do that is by following directions and writing properly. The number three complaint, and this was according to Forbes magazine, this survey, the number three complaint was an inability to write professional communications, emails, memos. And so that's why we tell you, and we try to teach you salutations and things of that nature. Emailing your professors and saying, "Hey, professor," or "Hey, doc," that's very inappropriate and very unprofessional. Your professors, they earn the right to be called Dr. Maury or Dr. Scott or whoever if they so choose. And so try to respect that. And when you get into the workplace, it's going to be the same thing. You're going to address, especially on a corporate level or in a hospital, you're going to address people, good afternoon, doctor, good afternoon, Mr. or Mrs. or Miss Senior Research Analyst, whatever the title is. And so get into the habit of doing that now. What else do I have for you? Um, Make sure that there's videos that I put out January 9th, January 10th, the 19th, and the 28th. Those all have to do with how to do your assignments, the AI policy, and the group project. You are young professionals. And I say young because I'm older than dirt. Um, so I'm going to start treating you like that. If you're in a 3,000 or 4,000 level class, there's higher expectations for you than in the 1 and 2,000 level courses. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, any complaints, anything at all, I am always open and available to you. I've rambled on long enough. So, with that being said, reach out, let me know if you have any questions, but make sure that you're looking at the schedule for the due dates, you're following the directions, and go back and watch these videos. I'm getting questions like, what is the EHR code? Well, that's on page one of the syllabus, and it's on day one of Start Here. I'm getting questions about what group am I in? I put a video out explaining, go to the groups tab and find your name in the group, create an email chain or a message chain of some sort, including me on that. I've seen, I think, two groups out of the five. This is going to severely impact your grade for what really, to be honest, is a fairly easy assignment. So with that being said, that's all I've got for you. I'm going to get off my soapbox now. I know you have work to do. Um, I do appreciate you. You're a fantastic group of students, and I look forward to your work, and I look forward to watching you guys graduate. Um, we have an exciting group that's graduating this December. Or excuse me, this May. Excuse me. I would love for all of you to come out and cheer them on, um, and give them the support that they're going to give you. I promise. With that being said, have a wonderful weekend. Let's go Big Blue Nighthawk Nation. We got to get this thing going. Where Fridays we get everybody to wear blue. Go Big Blue Nighthawks. Big Blue Nighthawk Friday. That's what we'll call it. All right. Take care, everyone. Bye.